Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. I am Dark Pole Algo, and give me 1 second. Let me get the chat signed in real quick, okay? And then we will go live and we'll get started. Let's see what we got going on here. What do we got going on here? Make sure audio check, sound check, mic check. Sounds like we got some movement going on, and I'm going to sign into the chat. Jeez, it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be one of those days I can't spell. So, morning hat. Yes, that was chat. Jeez. All right. Good morning. Welcome. My name is Dark Pole Algo. Thanks for joining me on another morning watchlist building session. Today is Thursday, September 9th, 2021. And I wasn't feeling too good last night. So I laid down. I've been feeling good the last couple of days. I laid down at around 3, took a nap, woke up, ate dinner, and went back to bed for 12 hours. I got lots of sleep. Lots of sleep. That's why it's a Wu-Tang kind of day. Can you see it? Can you dig it? Thank you. It's Wu-Tang kind of day. All right. If you've never been on the stream, if you've never joined the stream before, I am a smart money, dark pool, and block trade algorithm analyst. What I use is a service called FlowTrade. It allows me to see what smart money, large institutional funds, and hedge funds are doing. So if price is selling off, more than likely these hedge funds are buying into it. It's just the way that they have to do it. So what that does is it creates a divergence. We like to play those divergences because we know that, for example, we'll get into it a little bit more. Real quick on the chart setup, these white lines that you see, those are price action. The purple lines that you see is the regular algorithm. If I draw a red horizontal line, that'll be a regular block trade. If I draw a blue horizontal line, that'll be a dark pool block trade. If I drop a white line on there, Lazario from Miami is going to love me. And that means that there is an inside joke. It means that there is a dark pool and a regular block trade so close to each other that I can't separate them out. And so that's a very important level to pay attention to. So with that being said, the way that the algorithm works with the block trades is, as well as price action. Whenever price action comes to a dark pool or a regular block trade, it acts kind of like a pivot point, very similar to support and resistance. If you are just getting into the stock trading and you've got questions about, what pivot points are, what kind of tools to use, hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know. Let me know. I'll do a tutorial series on how to use stochastics, RSI, MACD, pivot levels, Fibonacci. I think I've got a Fibonacci one out there. But it's really informative on how price action interacts with these different opportunities. So the way that it works with block trades is very similar. Price action will come to a block trade level. It will either act as support and resistance. If it's resistance, right, and if it's support and it breaks through it, then it may come back on its way back up. It's going to be resistance. So very similar to that. And yeah, let's see what else we got. If you have any requests, make sure you get them into me now. And yes, the Wu-Tang show on Hulu is amazing. I can't wait for season 2. I think they've done a great job, especially since I think RZA does the music and helps produce it. So good thing. All right. Let's see. Let me just check something out here. One second. I got to do one little work piece here real quick, and then we'll get going. All right. 1 second. and then we'll go over here. Okay. Sorry, I had to do a little bit of work stuff there. All right, Costco, XLF, DPZ. Yep, that's it. Cool. Wait, the second season's out? Are you serious? You just made my weekend. Thanks. If it's true, you made my weekend. All right. So one thing I want to talk about is Lulu. Lulu had blowout earnings. So that may be a peg stock. If you're not familiar with what a peg stock is, let me just give you a quick example of it real quick. These are fun to play. Not peg. There's a stock named Peg. Oh shit. That's funny. Actually, it's pretty decent. Public Service Enterprise Group Incorporated. Dude, that's a pretty decent looking stock. Let's write that one down. That's funny. We just came across a play on accident. Lulu. So Lulu is a post. There's a technical name for it. I call it a post earnings gap play. It's a it's a post earnings gap play. So what happens is earnings comes out, the stock gaps up, and it typically runs for the next couple days. Let's see, what was another? Let's see, I think no. Oh, Home Depot and Lowe. I think Lowe is a peg stock. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah. So what happens is earning comes out, and let's see. I can't remember the last decent peg stock. Was Target? I don't know if I can get far enough back to show Target. Let's just look at Lulu. But basically, what will happen is the stock will run massively over earnings after earnings, right? And then it will continue to consolidate and make a next leg up. So, see if I can show you what I'm anticipating here with this screenshot. All right. So what I'm looking for with this is, so we had a massive run up, right? We may consolidate for a couple more days, and then we'll do another one of these moves. Right? That's peg. Peg. Right. I'm sure there's a better technical name for it. So what we're looking for with Lulu is it to maintain this VWAP at 422, 34 EMA as well. We're looking for a bounce off of this for continuation up to the next level. So, right, we're down, we bounce. We'll probably rip up here to maybe 440, take some profit, and then continue on our move up, right? So that's the kind of move that we're potentially going to see with this, right? I wish it would just let me delete it. Okay, so as long as we can get this, we do here. Let's just do 420. Right? No, that's not going to work. Let's do. I think they came out with a new tool. I got to figure out which one it is. All right, so we're looking for this level here to hold. If that level holds, then I think we can see a continuation higher today. 450 being the target, right? Nice psychological number. If this level fails and breaks down, we have an opportunity. I'm sure there's a way to stay in drawing mode. I'll have to look at that. Opportunity there. We also have an opportunity for support here, right? This is a massive move after earnings for Lulu, right? They had a $10 anticipated move. They tripled that, right? So open interest has them closing at 400 for the week. I'm in an iron condor, so I would prefer that they close somewhere below 400. However, I don't anticipate that happening, so I'm gonna have to manage that play. No real squeezes, just a pure earnings play. So keep an eye on Lulu. These are the levels. If it fails, I've shown you. Okay. All right, let's get back into this. So let's look at the request. So I found a couple stocks that I'm interested in, and I want to go through those really quickly. CLF, it's getting a lot of attention. We do have bullish divergence from the algorithm. We have a block trade at 2330 that is going to provide a little bit of resistance. If we can get it back up above that, definitely see that providing support. We don't have a bunch of dark pool activity, only 5%. So That's good to see. As far as the algo is concerned, the algo made that kind of ramp up, pull back to support. If I threw a fib on this would probably be a 618 or a 50% retracement, probably 618. And then continuing to move upwards. The algo has created a little bit of a... So this is a very young play. Let's see, how do I want to explain this? The algo is trying to make a move, right? It's got to get out of its own way. So it's got to break above that. And there's also a regular block trade at 24.70. If the algo can get above that, then I think it continued to pull price action up. We've got a little bit of uptrending support. It's very young. It's very new. I don't think it matches up with this previous one, right? So if it can get above these levels, I think CLF can move today. Now, as far as our levels go, looking lots of regular block trade interest on the first, right? Seriously, come on, let me draw. There we go. 20, about every 20 cents, right? So 23.30, 23.50, 23.76 seems to be a pretty massive level. There's a couple that came in there. You know, there's just, it's got to stair step its way up, right? I think this is a good play. Come on. We do have a white line, which is obviously going to be our initial target, 24.34, 24.37. What is going on here? All right, that's our target. All of that does depend on the algo breaking up and above. CLF moving over to 5. Now, 5 came up on my scanner. I wasn't really interested in it. It is pretty expensive stock. I don't know if it has good options, but this is a pretty decent pattern that's forming here. It has an opportunity to make a pretty good move. We may be early on it, so just be careful, right? We are at the end of SPX rollover week, so lots of volatility into next week. Okay, just keep that in mind. The algo is overall making an uptrend. Things are a little laggy this morning for me. All right, algo overall is making uptrend. Looks like we may have found a little bit of support here. However, this looks like a pretty significant wedge. We're looking for that wedge breakout. If we can get that. Oh, shit. Oh, my dude. Thank you. Oh, I know what I'm doing this weekend. Confirmed season 2. I gotta let people know about that. Hold on. Confirmed season 2 of Wu-Tang. All right. Okay. Sorry, I get excited about this. All right. So as far as the algo is concerned, I think that this is a level. So the algo is trying to maintain its little weird channel that it's created for itself here. All right. See how it's in a channel. I really want this algo to curl back up, right, from this level. It's got to break out of its little falling wedge too, right? If the algo can break out there, I think it'll pull price action up with it. We have some levels that are going to be of interest: previous low, previous high, gap level. If we can stair step our way up there, then I really like the opportunity here to fill this gap. It's a pretty massive one, right? I wouldn't even go there. I'd go maybe here. All right, got a gap fill there. So that is 5. Keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it as well. If you see anything, make sure you hit me up on Twitter, or yeah, it's probably the best way to do it. Next one is PVH. Never played the stock before, but it looks like it's coming down and attempting to fill this massive gap that it had from 105 to, geez, 117, slowly fading. So it gap and crap. I think it may have found support. It looks like it's got a little bit of a reversal, bounced right off of that dark pool level. So a couple things I like about this stock is, one, it's got dark pool level support. Boom. Let me see. Give me it. Yep. Boom. Dark pool level support coming in at 108 on the nose. Okay. That came in yesterday. So that could be a good reversal point. Look at what the algo is doing. The algo is generally uptrending, and right. So it's an overall bullish uptrend. I'm just going to show like that. This looks like it may have been in a little bit of a consolidation period, right? Fade to support, consolidating, All right, there's the support there. Looks like it's trying to make kind of that inverse head and shoulders, left, right, left, rip. If it can break up and over, right? If it can break up and over its support, I like this move back up. As far as targets go, we always try to target previous highs and previous lows, right? Just general, like there's an area there, right? That level there, this level here, right? Again, 108 all the way up to like 113. That might be the play. So PVH, have to check on that one as far as options go too. All right, BGFV. I know that this is a short interest play. That's about all I know of it. So the Algo has made a reversal, and it is continued. This is very young, but this has got a lot of high short interest. So be careful. Algo is now making higher highs and higher lows, so it's continuing to move its way upwards. A little concerned this might be a head and shoulders, right? So we will keep an eye on that. Looks like we've got some pretty long-term support we're at currently. I just want to make sure that everybody is aware that this is a potential. Sorry, I didn't mean to just bang my mic. We do have a potential of this, right? So yeah, I mean, it's kind of it's not a true shoulder, but it's pretty, this is a decision area. It could very easily, right, continue to fall off. However, with the Algo pointed straight up like that, I do like BGFV as a potential quick play for today. Okay, yes, we're going to check out Snow. All right, now into user requests. Let's go with Snow. I missed my move on Snow, Starbucks, Costco, and DPZ. Not sure. Oh, is that Domino's? Yeah. Oh, Domino's should be good. Football starting this week. Yes, good thought. All right, looking at Snow. All right, so as far as Snow is concerned, the Algo is trading with price action, right? They're both bullish. We have a regular and a block trade level that's going to provide a little bit of support and resistance. All right, the Algo is generally, the Algo is moving up. I would look for the Algo to curl back up and bounce off of this dark pool, or excuse me, regular block trade level that came in at 309. So 309 is of interest. That may be support. Sorry, I'm just checking. Oh, shit, we forgot to check out futures. All right, we'll check those out in a minute. Below that, 299. So $10 move. That's a $10 support level there. I don't know. Snow may just be loose. I'll have to check it out in regards to. Let's see where we're at with the Keltner channels. Oh, what happened? What did we do yesterday? We just sold off yesterday? Is that what happened? Sold off down to daily. This is the daily cloud. All right, so we're trapped in the daily cloud off of the weekly mid for support. We're trying to inch our way back up. Got immediate targets of 315, 317, 320. Yeah, 320 is its point. Okay. So if this squeeze can release to the upside, I think that we can launch up to, right, 315, 320. However, if it launches to the downside, we're about to get a MACD crossover on the 5-minute. This is a very interesting pattern here. If we break 308 to the downside, I think we're going to come down and test. We'll come back down and test 302. So it's at a decision area. If it can maintain the support, look for overhead resistance at 315. Chop from 315 to 317. blow through 317 and we start taking out new all-time highs. Contrarian though, if we do break down below 310, look for final support at 308.50 for a move down to 302. All right, that's Snow. Starbucks. This is an interesting one, Starbucks. So we have bearish divergence. The algo has been selling. However, we have regular and dark level support at 119 or 118. So I would watch the algo, right? If that level of support holds for the algo, then I think we can definitely continue to move back up to the upside. We do have white line level support, right? There's lots of interest at this 118 level, right? Break below 118, I think the algo is going to pull price action back down to some of these previous low levels here, right? However, if this algo bounces here, right, then I think it might. Right, we might get a move back up to the upside. However, if it breaks below that, then I think it's going to continue down and pull price action down with it. Okay, Costco. This is just Algo is trading with price action. No real block trades to provide support and resistance. Yeah, looks like the Algo might be curling off, tapering off here a little bit. Looks like it ran into a little bit of previous resistance here. So, right, see how it's a little confused right there. And that level is in line with where we're at now. So maybe it'll look for a little bit more confusion. Let's see what happened last time. Looks like price action came down with it. We have support. Nowhere block trades to speak of. A little bit of a Wu-Tang pattern here, right? So maybe look for a continuation on that. However, the algo is not really giving us a clearly defined, yeah, it's going to pull price action one way or the other. Okay. Dominoes. This is interesting. Almost a rounded shape on the algo. The algo is net selling. Well, I can't say it's net selling. The algo's been selling for the last couple of days. And all right, the algo is selling off. It's got a, looks like it's trying to curl back around. All right, just keep an eye on that level. It looks like it's trying to curl back up, but it does got to get, right, just like price action, it's got some overhead resistance. You know, that's a reverse wedge megaphone. I'm not super bullish on that. However, we do have strong, come on, we got some pretty strong uptrending support. Looking at a bull flag there with the fact that the NFL starts us today, actually. Dominoes should be, yeah, I think Dominoes will get a little bit more attention, right? Okay, one second. Snow had a big 305 trade after hours as it topped. 305, huh? Let's just check that real quick because I'm interested in playing. I've been trying to play Snow all week. However, just wow. So the ES is doing some funky moves. Yeah, we need to check out. We need to check out our futures here real quick. Okay, just want to look at Snow's volume or Snow's activity. All right, so at 4 o'clock we had two blocks. Well, we had a block come in at 4 o'clock, 318, 103,000 shares at the ask. 330, 103,000 shares at the ask. Right, 257. Right, lots of interest coming in right at 318, 311. 311's got a ton. Holy sh. So at 3 o'clock. Well, maybe not. Let's see. That's 5, 7, almost a million shares at 311. The 320 strike for the 24th seems to be pretty popular. Well, maybe not. Let's check this one out. Oh, the 10th 320 got a lot of open interest. Got a sweep coming in for the 320. Yeah. Right. This isn't that big of a deal. I'm in groups where we could cause unusual options. Wow. Sorry, I've got futures over here on my left-hand side. And yeah, it looks like we're trying to make a move. Let's go ahead and check out. Oh, that's the ES right there. So see what the ES is doing. Looks like it's trying to recover. Should be a good day for the ES. We may come and test some of these previous highs. I don't know what's moving it. I know we had numbers come out. I need to find a good news service. Yes, I do. All right. 1 second. All right. I got to do some work to do today as well. All right. Let's see. So as far as the futures go, I mean, it looks like we broke our downtrend. ES may pull higher. Let's just check out NQ real quick. Looks like the NQ is up 10 points. Yeah, today should be a good day. NQ resistance 15,700. 15,700. What's the Russell doing? The Russell's actually making a move today. Russell's at VWAP on the 15-minute. It's got additional overhead resistance at 22.57. There's a kind of hard to show, but we have the supply zone right there. Why am I so laggy? Regardless, there's a supply zone right there for the Russell. I anticipate a bounce off of that. I don't know if it's got enough gas in the tank to rip through it. It may very well, though, because it's currently coming up to VWAP. All right, so we're looking for a break in above that. So for me, on the Russell, break at 220 or 2250. Yeah, 2257 to go long on the Russell. Okay. All right. Just curious to ask about chart indicators you like to use on TradingView. That is a great question. So to answer that, it's kind of a hard question to answer. So yeah, well, I'm working on getting together some free indicators that I can start sharing. It's tough because a lot of the stuff that I use is paid for by some of the groups that I'm involved with. So I like to use moving averages. I like to use exponential moving averages, 8, 21, 34. I used to like to use simple moving averages, the 50 and the 200. I also like to use the Keltner channels for potential support and resistance. I think there's, that's, you know what? I'm going to do that. Let's do that. That's a great video. Thanks, Jonathan. We're going to do a video on that. Trading view indicators. Okay. One of the best free indicators out there on TradingView. Let's see if I can find it. One of the best ones out there is the B4 indicator. Let's see if I have a chart that's got it on it. Yeah, it's this one right here. This is a free indicator right here on the right-hand side. So it's called the B4 indicator. And what it does is it's a multi-indicator in that it combines stochastics, MACD, RSI, and Bollinger Bands, right? So these bands that you see here with the yellow cloud, those are the Bollinger Bands. The dotted line that you see here is, let's see, just trying to see if I can get a little bit better view. Okay, so this dotted line here is the MACD signal line. And we've found that whenever there's a cross of the MACD signal line above the upper Bollinger Band, it'll issue a buy signal, and that will take you long. Contrarian, if we get a crossover of the MACD signal below the lower Bollinger Band, it's usually a bearish signal. I like that this indicator has some cloud painting for areas of interest, right? So we get a buy signal, right? We know that momentum's starting to fade. I like that it shows a Bollinger Band squeeze. Whenever we can get a Bollinger Band to squeeze and release, we can usually get some extra momentum there, okay? Yeah, and this is a great indicator to use. So again, that is the B4 indicator. Yeah, the just search B4. It's really good. They have a service as well. I can't agree with what they charge for their service. If you're going to pay that amount of money per month, I would just recommend going and getting a FlowTrade subscription because you're going to get a lot more value. If FlowTrade members do have a lot of proprietary indicators that come with your membership, mainly the Keltner channels, right? There's a whole strategy behind the Keltner channels that as a FlowTrade member you learn, and you don't have to use it, but it can enhance your existing trading strategy. So yeah, I would recommend rather than going and buying the B4 signal, or rather than paying for the B4 monthly membership to their Discord, get the FlowTrade subscription. You'll get a lot more value out of it, and the B4 signal is paid for. I mean, it's a free signal, or B4 is a free indicator. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go back to this. Let's look at. Let's see. We had a couple more questions. Costco. We went into Costco. RH. While RH is a great stock, their options are just so thin. It's just hard to trade their options. Algo's just trading with price action. Okay. All right. What else do we got here? It's 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Futures looks like it's going to make a nice move today. Should we check some data? Let's see what we got. Let's see if we got any unusual stuff coming up here. Square future. Oh. All right. Is that from yesterday? Okay. Let's check out. I'm just checking this. There's data right here. SPX 5. Look at the VIX. So we're getting some interest in the VIX. Let's check out Square, Futu, and mRNA. Square, Futu. mRNA. And was it BNTX? All right, what's going on with Square? So Square is trading with the algorithm. It's getting supported with regular and dark pool levels right at the 254, 255 area. However, the algo is pointing down. Look for it to continue to drag Square down. Futu. Well, Futu filled the gap and came back to Earth. I'm actually like Futu. So let's check out Futu a little more in depth. I think Futu would be a good one to trade today. Maybe not. So gap up, filled the gap, fell off, making higher lows and higher highs. Nice reversion to VWAP. All right. We may have a little bit lower to go to, I don't know, that $100 level seems to be pretty significant in the life of Futu. Second here. All right. Amazon launched new Fire TV branded television lineup. So that's bad for Roku. We'll see what the algo has to say. Amazon is just a straight thug. All right, yeah, Roku's going to continue to sell off. Futu is the algo is trading with price action. It's currently pulling it up. I like this this little recovery pattern here. Look at this head and shoulders. Boom, boom. Remember how I showed you earlier that there's a potential head and shoulders forming? And just to be aware of it, see what happens. The algo can make a head and shoulders as well, right? Beep. Yeah, drop. Recovery. Yeah. Futu, possible inverse head and shoulders here. I like Futu long. Just have a feeling about it. Need to see what's going on with it. All right, so bounce off of the 4-hour bottom. Yeah, this is a good play. So I like Futu to I like Futu to 109. Running into some resistance at 106, 107. Running into resistance at 107, possibly 107.25. Right? What does Fib say? Oh my gosh. This is actually proof. Sorry, I get excited when I see certain patterns. All right, so Futu it was making a nice run up, right? 4-hour Keltner channel support failed. Daily Keltner channel top cloud support failed. We came back down and tested the 4-hour mid, right? Consolidated with it on its upward direct trajectory. That failed. We came back down, immediately bounced off the 4-hour Keltner channel bottom. We've formed a nice little cup and handle here. So I'm looking for the ping pong action, right? MACD crossover, looking for this squeeze to release. We had looking for this daily squeeze to release as well to project us back up to at least the 4-hour Keltner channel mid, coming in at 109, 110. That's a $5 move. Potentially coming up to 112 before we hit additional resistance on our way to our final destination at 114. Like that. Like that as well. Yes. All right, I'll check out Peloton. Roku, news off of Amazon. I believe Roku has an opportunity to maybe catch a bottom, but I don't want to play that. mRNA, I don't like this little seahorse shape. BNTX, it didn't do its job yesterday. I'm looking for BNTX to obviously make a little bit of a recovery. See how it's formed this little triangle or this little wedge here. So BNTX, important that it maintains this level of support and bounces back up. At that point, I'd be interested in maybe possibly taking BNTX back up to the upside, taking out some of these previous levels here, right? Get above that, we're looking good. mRNA, look for block level support. Okay. All right, welcome. I'm not going to mess up your news. Let's check out Peloton for you, though. Sorry. Peloton, Zoom. Yeah, I forgot about. Oh, Zoom. And Disney. Not DOS, Diz. All right. Peloton. Price action is trading with the algorithm. No real block trades to come in and support us. Looks like we've just been in this falling channel for a while. The algo is currently pointing down. So, however, what's interesting is we made a higher low, right? We've been falling. We reversed. We came up. We made a higher low. Peloton's really tough because when they had some horrible news come out, then they've never really recovered from that news, right? People are starting to get out and they're not really sitting in their house as much anymore. If Peloton can break, like this is a really long term channel that it's in. Look at that, massive. I should have drawn it off of here, right? If it can break up and out of its channel, see how I rejected there, rejected. If it can break up and out of its channel at 90, let's just call it 98, I believe Peloton can go long. This is an interesting bull flag. It's so minute and tiny that, there's no clear divergence. Like look at Zoom, we have clear divergence. It's really easy to play these stocks that have clear divergence rather than trying to front run in a reversal. So yeah, Peloton's just wedging. If it breaks down, it can continue to move down in its generalized channel. Okay. All right, zoomity zoom. It's not doing a very good job. I thought we'd get a lot more reaction out of it. However, we didn't. So let's do this. All right. The algo is maintaining its, well, did it break down below it? It did. Right, the algo was kind of in this nice little channel. All right, it broke down below it. If the algo breaks down below that, I think Zoom may fall a little bit further as far as price action is concerned. You know, we've got that very subtle, right? Ugh, it's just ugly. So if this area fails, we have regular block trade support, a dark pool level resistance, right? Regular block trade at 229 or 292. Oh, I guess I have to use this. 292. We have a dark pool level at 295. So that's, you could consider that consolidation or it's a little overhead resistance. Yeah, Zoom's not doing its job as much as I thought it was going to. All right, and then this is the last one I got to run with my daughter. Disney on the 15-minute chart. Price, look, it's just trading with price action, right? Very similar. This is no real divergence to speak of. We have a dark pull, or we have a regular block trade level support at 184.67 that came in yesterday. As long as that level can maintain support, I believe Disney can continue its move upwards. The algo is not giving us any indication that it is falling any longer. It looks like it found a little bit of support. It's essentially trading with price action, as you can see here. So we'd look for the algo. For me, the algo needs to get above 184.70 or 67. All right, I think that's it for me. There's no other requests. Did we get everybody here? Snow, Disney, RH, XLF, DVZ. Yep, I think we're good. Let me see if I've got any requests over in the chat. AMD and Starbucks, Disney, JPM. What's JPM doing? There's a rotation happening somewhere and I just can't quite find it yet. It's frustrating me. Ooh, JP Morgan. Bye-bye. All right, so JP Morgan's to the downside. What's Goldman Sachs doing? Yeah, MasterCard. Oh. Oh, yeah. All right, so we've got good divergence and we've got good divergence on GS. Yeah, I like GS long. Okay. Real quick, last two, and I gotta go. All right, let's check it out. So Goldman Sachs, we have dark pool levels target at 415, 416, 25. Those are our targets. The algo is making a strong bullish divergence that just occurred recently, so it's very young. It's just learning how to walk, so just be careful with it. If the algo continue to make higher highs and higher lows, I believe it will do a good job of taking this price action, right? Seriously, this is so frustrating. Laggy AF. Yeah, so it looks like, we got to get above this previous little channel here or demand zone. I think that it'll pull Goldman Sachs up, like GS to the upside. MasterCard is doing its job. It's trading with price action. It's continuing to move upwards. We don't have any, we're getting pretty extended from our support levels at 347. And we have a regular block trade that came in at 347.38 back on the 1st. We had a dark pool level that came in yesterday at 346. Nice little support level that we bounced off of there. Right. As long as we can, right, continue to move upwards. It looks like we're trying to take out some of these previous lows, right? That's obviously supply zone resistance. The algo is pretty much steady net buying. It's curled up as of yesterday, so that's very bullish. We're going to continue to move upwards. As far as it looks like we're trying to take out the previous demand zone, which is now a supply zone. We got to get up and above 354. When we get into that area, there's going to be a little bit of a cloud that we've got to fight through. Right? We got to fight in this chop. So I've got a target of 350. I think I've got an option that I want to get to 355. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Darkpool Algo. I will see y'all tomorrow. Look for the Amazon fade play at the end of the day. So just keep an eye on that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. Reach out to me on Twitter at DarkpoolAlgo. If you haven't got your free trial of FlowTrade or signed up yet, go to darkpoolcharts.com. Sign up for a newsletter. Get your free trial of FlowTrade. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.